Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys. It is a very serious topic. Now, last week, media personality and much-loved South African celebrity Jerry Alston shared her journey publicly with TB and the importance of knowing your status. But we're asking you the question this morning, how old is too young to know? With an estimated 1 million children 14 years and under needing TB treatment this year alone, TB really is a disease that knows no age. And we're also asking, how does TB affect children in South Africa? And nurse Margaret Molefe, she's a key player in various TB education campaigns and acting USAID TB Care 2 training manager. She joined us this morning in studio to talk about the government and USAID's mass TB screening campaign, how children get TB, how they are diagnosed, and also the importance of family support. Nurse Margaret, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, I think it's great that we're putting the focus on children, because I think for the longest time, we've put the focus on adults and TB and what there is to do. But children, 1 million children under 14 diagnosed with TB in the last year alone. This is absolutely incredible. Why is it something that we kind of brush under the rug when it comes to children specifically?
Okay, it is true. We find that because the focus is more on adults, so we have more information and the data about the adults. But when it comes to children, the numbers are very, very low. And unfortunately, out of that, the 500,000 of people diagnosed with TB in 2013 by WHO, around 74,000 of those patients died of TB, and those are the children, and these are children that are below 15 years of age. Yeah. So this does shows that there's a great need. So TB in children, it is very, very, very important for us to focus on, and it is crucial in the Department of Health.
Well, I'm glad we are addressing it, because over the past years, we've seen great strides being made, from government side as well, in terms of TB control. So how exactly does it work? How does children contract TB, contract the disease?
With TB in children, it is very difficult to diagnose, because they are very, very small, their bodies are small, so they don't show those symptoms as compared to an adult. So a child will get infected by the TB germ from an adult who has got TB, and particularly pulmonary TB, which is the most infectious one, which is spread through droplet infection. So these small bodies, they will inhale that TB germ, and it settles in their bodies. And unfortunately, with children, when they develop TB, they develop very severe kinds of TBs, like your TB meningitis, TB of the spine. So by inhaling, by staying in close contact with an adult who is on TB treatment or who does not complete his treatment, that is how then the children get infected.
All right, so once again, just important for adults going through the treatment, finish the treatment completely as well. So what would your advice be to parents in terms of looking out for signs, for symptoms that your child might have contracted TB, and also is the screening process different to an adult's?
With children, the challenge is they present with non-specific symptoms. So generally, a child obviously will be sick. The child will start losing weight, not eating well, having fever. So it's very, very difficult. So as a parent, as caregivers and community members, it is very, very important that we pick up all these signs and these symptoms, and these challenges are addressed at an early stage as compared to an adult. An adult who's coughing, we will collect the sputum, will do all the tests, but the children, it is very, very difficult.
Yeah, no, I understand. So what is being done from USAID and government's mass TB screening campaign to kind of remedy this, to look after the children, to make sure that they are diagnosed in time and get the proper treatment?
The USAID TB program, as a partner that supports the Department of Health in the TB program, all these activities, these programs started in 2014. There was the National SATB HIV conference that was held in Durban. And during that conference, the project USAID program focused on we beat TB in children. And that project, we carried it over to 2015, whereby now there's involvement of the mass TB screening. And with the mass TB screening, the focus is on getting people early, going out in the communities, do the screening, and with screening, it's asking 4 basic questions about TB: the history of cough, night sweats, losing weight, and a fever. So those 4 questions, whether you ask them in the community and also in the facilities, that will guide you, because if a person says yes to one of the 4
then there's
questions,
a red flag going up.
then there's a great flag going up. Then it means that person, whether it's a child or an adult, needs to be tested further.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning and just giving us an insight as to what is being done. I appreciate the fact that there is work being done to look after our children as well, and we cannot stress enough the support of family as well. Now, a TB-free South Africa is possible with everyone's commitment and participation in the TB screening campaign. The how will I know? That is the question. TB campaigns are presently being run in communities nationally. Play your part and join the mass TB screening campaign by encouraging your community to know their TB status by being screened. It starts with knowing. You too can actually help eradicate the stigma towards people who have TB in your community by leading through example and reminding others that TB is curable and screening and testing for TB is done for free. But we cannot stress enough, let's look after our kids, especially from our parents' point of view as well. Right now, though, we have a very special guest in studio. We've been looking forward to it all morning.